Hi, I'm Dr. Jim Harris. I'm Medical Director for Restore. I practice in Denver, Colorado, and I've been doing hair restoration for 25 years. Today we're going to be watching a video of Brian Urlacher and Deion Sanders and their experience in hair restoration. So Brian Urlacher and Deion Sanders had their procedures done by the Restore Clinic. So let's take a look at these videos of Brian and Deion. So Brian Urlacher played in the NFL for about 13 seasons with the Chicago Bears. He was a middle linebacker, and he was known for some of his qualities like his speed, strength, and intelligence on the field, and earned him a place in the Football Hall of Fame. He was also known for not having a lot of hair on his head. So let's take a look.
Chicago legend and Hall of Famer Brian Urlacher. He's known for his leadership, his hard hits, and above all else, for being bald. Until now.
My whole career I was pretty much bald, so people just got to know me as being a bald guy. I realized I was going bald as early as college, the end of my college career. So the jokes never really stopped, but they subsided as long as my head was shaved. I did wonder what it would be like if I could have hair. Just didn't think it was an option for me at the time. I heard about Restore from a buddy of mine who went and got the procedure done, and he loved it, got great results. The decision was easy. I mean, I was so confident in what they were gonna do. I am off to get my hair restoration procedure done. Very excited about it, nervous and excited, good nervous though.
Here at Restore, we've mastered a procedure that doesn't require a scalpel or stitches. FUE stands for follicular unit excision. And what that is taking follicles from where you have it and placing it where you need it. It's safe, natural, and totally undetectable. It's the best method to regrow your own hair.
During the procedure, I watched movies. I ate a lot. We had a lot of jokes going on. Everything was fun. I mean, I had a good day there. You don't have to be a tough guy to get this done. This is for everyone. The whole process for me has been very enjoyable. That's what I'm most excited about, is to see people's reaction, seeing their faces when I show up with a full head of hair. I get different reactions every day. People can't believe that it's my hair. I feel better with hair, and I feel like I can pull off more looks. There's so many different hairstyles I can do now, I don't even know what to do.
When Brian Urlacher showed off his results from his Restore procedure, it changed the stigma surrounding hair restoration.
And I kind of want to open the doors to let men know you can do this. It's not that big of a deal anymore. You can talk about it to your friends. You can go get it done.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Restore is happy to have helped thousands of men, from celebrities to athletes, from businessmen to everyman.
Just an amazing experience for me, and I owe it all to Restore.
So we just saw the video by Brian Urlacher about his experience with Restore and his hair restoration journey. I think he brings up a lot of great points that that deserve a little bit of a discussion here. The first was he had noticed hair loss for a long time, and he described the, kind of the looks by other people, the ridicule. I think, sometimes young men can be cruel to other young men when they see this happening. And it's not uncommon. In my clinic, I hear this every single day. Even if a patient doesn't describe that they've had this, commentary about their ongoing baldness or the first sign of baldness, patients feel it anyway. They almost don't need any external, comments. It runs a kind of a script in their own head about their hair loss. It's a sign of aging. It's can be perceived as a sign of weakness. And I think, a lot of people feel like there may not be many options, but they haven't done the research. Medical treatments can help early hair loss issues, to help improve the quality of the hair and at least slow the process down. Brian describes, shaving his head and the comments stop. We hear that fairly frequently because what makes people look bald or that they're thinning is this discrepancy between, an area that has very little hair or no hair and then the hair that might be growing on the side of the scalp. That gives you a visual that yes, there's something going on. When someone shaves their head, you don't know if they have a full head of hair and they just like the bald look, or they are bald and they want to disguise that. But Brian also said something that he didn't know anything could be done about his hair loss. And in fact, fortunate, he had a friend that had a procedure before, and it showed him really what the options could be. So when you look at his head and he has it shaved, you don't really know the extent of the baldness, but most men that have baldness on the top of their head still have a good amount of hair on the back and sides. That is where we have the ability to remove hair to move it to areas that you're bald or thinning. So he underwent the process. He described it as being pretty easy. I think, there's a variety of patient experiences, but at Restore, we always try to give the patient the best experience possible. In other words, minimize any pain and discomfort, make sure they're taken care of, meet their needs all day long. We want to make it a very comfortable and memorable, pleasant experience for them. The process of growing the hair, so, he describes the implantation, and then he notes the gradual regrowth of the hair in the bald or thin areas. And that's very exciting for patients to see. Typically, patients will notice a difference, at least in their hairline or the appearance of more hair, at the 4 to 6 month range. And it takes 10 to 12 months to get the full result. Brian describes kind of looking in the mirror and seeing all the people that were noticing his new hair. This is not an unusual outcome. In other words, patients that understand the process and understand what's possible. I'd say that, patients in the high 90%, possibly even up to 99%, are happy that they've had the procedure done. I think the technology these days with the FUE has allowed for a rapid recovery, minimally invasive possibility for hair restoration. I think it's given a lot of people options, and I think if we look at Brian's experience going from where he was playing football and having to shave his head every day to having hair cover the bald areas, and now he has different hairstyles he can wear, I think that's the common experience. Yes, you see our commercials and billboards with celebrities, but I think I said it when I was saying it in there that it's not just for celebrities. It's for everybody if it's the right procedure for you. Let's watch a video about Deion Sanders' experience with hair restoration. Deion Sanders, former American football player. I believe he also played some baseball as well. He played for multiple teams, but ended up in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2011. He's had a successful athletic career, obviously, but he's also known for his work in sports analysis and his work as a television personality. Now, let's look at Deion Sanders.
Walk us through a few of your greatest sports achievements.
I'll let him go first. It's going to take a minute.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all got all day. Yeah.
First, Restore tackled balding in Chicago with the help of Chicago Football Hall of Famer Brian Urlacher. Now, Restore Hair Restoration expands to Dallas.
We had a good run. I'll say that. Both of us are concluding in the same place. That's the Hall of Fame. That says it all.
I had a little bit of hair in my first year, and then I started getting some little divots on the side where the hair was not growing.
You cut it lower and lower and lower until it's gone. Then you just sit up there and think, you know what, is the barber my friend?
He texted me.
He texted me like, hey man.
We need to talk.
We need to talk.
I mean, he was adamant about getting something done and taking some steps to getting his
I
hair
started
back.
being bald. From the time I walked into the office, from the time I left, it was wonderful care. The restore process was not painful whatsoever. They relocate follicles. I didn't have any hair here, and they took where I'm plentiful and restored it there. People see you and say, dang! And then they start recommending people that should get restored. And I'm just referring them to Restore one after one after one. Restore has changed my life. Restore has brought my swagger back. Restore has given us an opportunity to present the best us. Hair is something else, man. What hair does to your life, man, it's unbelievable, man. Thank you, Restore. Prime time is back.
So after watching Deion's video about his experience at Restore, it actually makes me very happy that he had a great experience. We try to make sure that patients are comfortable throughout the entire day, that they have all their needs met. And what's even better is that they had their expectations met after the hair grew out. It's hard to believe that patients like Deion and Brian Urlacher have self-esteem issues and are bothered by their hair loss, even though they've accomplished so much else in their life. But it still bothers a lot of men to a great degree. And the fact that we can take care of them where they have it, put it where they don't, and put them on this new trajectory is such a great feeling for us. We see patients day in and day out that have issues with their hair loss. It can affect them emotionally and mentally and set them on a trajectory that they can't believe they're on. Obviously, Deion and Brian, very successful, and and this gave them a little extra edge to continue their lives being happy with the hair they have on their head. One other thing I'd like to mention about that is that we have these celebrities and these well-known football players and athletes, but the reason they're out there talking about it is because this procedure has helped them personally, it helped them internally, and they know that it can do the same for individuals out there that aren't celebrities and famous athletes. This process, this hair restoration surgery, is for anybody suffering from hair loss with reasonable expectations and would like a change in their appearance. If you have hair loss and you're interested in doing something about it or learning more about the treatment options for you, I'd urge you to visit our website at restorehair.com. There's also some information on the International Society of Hair Restoration website, ishrs.org. Reach out to us if you'd like to come in and talk to us about your hair treatment options. Give us a call. We'd love to see you. So if you've liked what you've seen, please comment, like, or subscribe. Let us know what you think.